Welcome, Endgamers, to my very first reaction video. Here we go, the Nintendo Direct from September 13th, 2022.
1,000 years ago, our lands.
Ooh, this is cool. Really neat enemy type. Love the art style too.
Called upon heroes from other worlds to aid us. Heroes known as emblems.
Oh yeah, it looks like Fire Emblem.
The warriors of
New Fire Emblem for the Switch? That'd be cool.
In the end, we were victorious in defeating.
Oh yeah, for sure. Oh, nice. That looks awesome.
In the years since, our world has been safe. But now, I sense a resurrection.
Okay, here's the big villain. Nice. Oh, these must be the heroes. Ooh. Tame that dragon beast and take on that snake of the villain. I always love the cutscenes in the Fire Emblem games. My first actual Fire Emblem wasn't until Fire Emblem Awakening on the Nintendo 3DS. I also played Fire Emblem Fates Conquest and Birthright on the Nintendo 3DS, and I did purchase Fire Emblem Three Houses on the Nintendo Switch, but actually haven't had a chance to play it yet. Oh man, Fire Emblem Engage.
You're awake?
Huh, interesting title.
You're really awake, yeah?
1,000 years? That's how long I've been asleep.
What are those horrible things?
Okay, some gameplay here.
If I may.
Nice, love the little animations on the side with the character art. Very cool.
Family of dragons revered as deities.
The war. The Fell Dragon. I feel like I can almost remember. But
I've had my eye on you.
the ring.
Okay, so you use that ring to bring back characters of the past, it looks like, or at least their spirit or their essence.
It is rather quiet, I know, but it will liven up as we gain allies.
The time has come. Now, as one, Emblem, engage!
Well, there's the meaning of the title. I suppose two characters merge into one super character, it looks like. That's pretty cool.
Please grant me your strength.
I always love in games when they do these splashy special effects or super moves. Very cool.
She asked me to gather all of the rings and bring peace back to Elios.
Oh, that's some awesome art right there. See the dragons in the back, the snake, the good, the bad. Oh, cool. Next year. All right. Nice.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yoshiaki Koizumi, and I'll be your guide for today's Nintendo Direct. What you just saw was the latest installment of the Fire Emblem series, Fire Emblem Engage. In addition to the standard version, we'll also be releasing...
Okay, while this looks really, really cool, I really hope they don't botch this one like they did Xenoblade Chronicles 3. I had all of the other Xenoblade Chronicles special editions, but because of how Nintendo handled the Xenoblade Chronicles 3 special edition, I was unable to get one, and I was very disappointed. So hopefully they do this one better. Oh, nice! It Takes Two? That game's awesome. I played this couch co-op on the PlayStation, and it was really, really fun. Tons of innovative gameplay, and there's always something different around the corner. Some really inventive and creative spots. This game's all about co-op, so you definitely need another person to play it, but it's so fun and very rewarding for both players that you absolutely need to check this out if you have never played it before on any other console. The Nintendo Switch would be awesome on too. Oh, there you have it. 2 players required. Yeah, definitely 2 players required. It's not shoehorned in co-op, it's mandatory co-op, and it's really, really fun. So definitely worth checking out.
In addition to single system play, the game can also be played on 2 systems via local wireless or online with a pal via the free Friends Pass.
Free Friends Pass? That's awesome. That means you and a buddy or a family member can both play and only use one copy, even if you're far away and playing online. What a great idea. Love it. Definitely recommend this game.
Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. The forbidden story begins.
Ooh, a new Fatal Frame game. Cool. I've only dabbled in these. They're definitely interesting for sure. I do like the Silent Hill and Resident Evil games better than this. That's why I've played those franchises more than the Fatal Frame franchise. But I am willing to give Fatal Frame another shot because it is innovative and has great atmospheric vibe to it.
Use the camera obscura to repel evil spirits and uncover the memories that were sealed away. A dark curse looms near. What ancient rituals will be revealed? Fatal Frame, Mask of the Lunar Eclipse launches for the first time in the West on Nintendo Switch next year. There's a new hero who looks mechanical?
Speaking of Xenoblade Chronicles 3, here we go with an expansion pass. I'm a huge fan of the Xenoblade Chronicles games. It goes all the way back to Xenogears on PlayStation 1 and Xenosaga on PlayStation 2. I love all the games in general.
Complete her quest to have her join your party, expanding your options for classes and battle strategies. Challenge battles will also be added. Test your mettle in consecutive battles against tough enemies. Defeat all enemy waves to earn rewards. Challenge even stronger enemies to earn valuable accessories and special outfits. More hero and gameplay additions will arrive in Wave.
Challenge arenas, costumes, characters, that stuff's fine, but I do prefer the story content, so if there was a story expansion, I would definitely be more excited. But still, cool enough, I guess.
Get drawn into these Nintendo Switch games. Nautical nonsense begins when SpongeBob...
I never got into SpongeBob SquarePants, so I'm assuming this game's not going to be for me. But if this is your cup of tea, good for you. Take a look.
Outlandish wish worlds, like prehistoric kelp
The gameplay looks alright, though. Looks like it's pretty fun to explore the worlds and stuff. If you like the SpongeBob theme, I could see where this would be pretty fun.
And meet your favorite Bikini Bottom residents from the TV series, voiced by their original actors.
Nice. It's always a good sign when they actually pay out the money to bring back the original actors. It brings that extra layer of authenticity to the game. Oh, what do we have here? Okay, this looks like Fist of the North Star. So a new side-scroll and beat 'em up? What the heck did that say? Fitness boxer? What the heck? Okay. Okay, is this the whole game? Alrighty. It's like a dance pad, but with the motion controller, the Joy-Cons. This looks like something that would come out on the Wii. That looks more like it should be a mini-game in a Fist of the North Star game, and not the entire game. But I guess we'll see how it plays out. Another mini-game collection here, it looks like. Something out of like Fall Guys or something. I mean, it might be fun if you have some friends over or something, but probably not for me.
Customize your character from head to toe with hundreds of accessories. Plus, challenge up to 6 friends.
This actually might be fun if you're playing it with joystick and buttons on an arcade or something. But with a controller, not for me.
Early next year.
Oh, Tunic! Nice! This is a game on my backlog of games to play, as it's inspired by The Legend of Zelda, and it definitely looks really fun with the exploration, and even the manual or the strategy guide really adds creativity to the game. I'm absolutely looking forward to playing this one day, and it should be on your radar to at least check it out, see if it's a game for you, because it's a perfect match on the Nintendo Switch.
Long lost secrets will the island reveal. Tunic launches on the
that looks a lot like they're taking inspiration from the Triforce.
Begin today on Nintendo eShop. New intel has arrived for these front mission remakes.
I've never actually played any of the front mission games, so I am definitely a noob when it comes to these games.
One remake, you'll pilot giant machines called Bonzers in tactical turn-based combat. As you progress, you'll obtain skills that can help you gain the upper hand against opponents. You can also test your mettle at the Coliseum.
It's pretty cool that they're doing these remakes, though, for people who have never played the front mission games like myself. If we would want to get into them, it's probably hard to get into the older games scattered across all the old systems. So to do remakes, as long as they're faithful, really good idea.
One remake Remake launches on Nintendo Switch this November. Front Mission 2 Remake will launch on Nintendo Switch next year. And in the future, a remake of...
Oh wow, they're going all out with the remakes. I'm assuming that means eventually they're going to make a brand new game in the franchise.
It's a wonderful life for a new generation.
I never really got into the farming sim genre or the role-playing games that revolve around that. I'm more into the JRPGs or the action RPGs. I definitely prefer the story-driven RPGs with the big cutscenes, the villains, the boss battles. So this is definitely not for me. But if it's for you, good for you.
And help the land flourish. Befriend the townsfolk while you're out and about in the valley. You might even meet your future partner and start a family. In this installment, those around you will grow older as time goes on. Their appearances will change over the years. Your child will also choose their career based on how you raise them.
Oh, those are some nice touches. Aging as you grow older, raising a family, they get different careers based on how you raise them. That's interesting.
Story of Seasons, A Wonderful Life launches on Nintendo Switch, summer 2023.
Oh, nice! Splatoon 3! We got some DLC already? Or some new maps? Possibly a new Splatfest? What do we got here, Shiver? Nice! A new Splatfest! I played the pre-launch Splatfest, the Paper, Rock, Scissors. I was on Team Scissors, and we were leading at halftime, but ended up losing in the end. What would you bring to a deserted island? Gear, grub, or fun? Okay, that's interesting. Nothing jumps out to me, so I'm gonna have to think about that one. Awesome, coming up in a couple weeks. Let's do this. I did an unboxing video of the Nintendo Switch Splatoon 3 OLED, and I did the first Splatfest as a little bit of bonus footage on there. So if you do want to check that out, go search my videos for my unboxing. I think the Splatoon 3 gameplay is really fantastic. I haven't got to dive too much into it yet since launch, but I definitely plan on playing more. So hopefully I see you guys out there and we can play some matches together.
So, Squids, what did you think? What would you bring to a deserted island? As for me, I've already decided. I hope you'll all participate as well. Next, please take a look at this.
I know Square Enix has been an up and down company, but I do overall like them, and I love their Final Fantasy and all their RPGs. Ooh, here we go. Is this Octopath Traveler, or is this Live Alive sequel already? I'm currently playing Live Alive, and I love it, and this art style is just fantastic. Nice! Octopath Traveler 2! Alright! This looks really good.
Octopath Traveler series. 8 new travelers embark on...
This just looks gorgeous. I'd love to see Final Fantasy VI remade with this art style.
Without bloodshed.
I'm going to become a star and bring smiles to people's faces, just like Mama.
I'm hitting the road.
Whenever I think of Octopath Traveler, it always brings me back to the day of the PlayStation 1 JRPG era when Saga Frontier, because that game you could also have multiple characters, each with their own story path and starting point, and I thought that was a really innovative feature, and I really liked it. But that game wasn't necessarily the best JRPG back in the day, because you had Wild Arms, Suikoden, Final Fantasy, Xenogears, you just had a ton of them. Legend of Dragoon, there were just so many that Saga Frontier kind of fell through the cracks. I liked it for what it was, but seeing how awesome this Octopath Traveler is, and how they utilize the different paths for the 8 characters, I'm really looking forward to this one. It actually looks like a pretty big step up for the franchise. You got awesome voice acting, oh nice, intertwining stories with the characters, probably a little bit more than the first game hopefully, and then you also have the awesome boss battles. This looks really nice.
Await them in this new world.
I think I found the source.
The 8 travelers each have their own story to tell. Where will their journeys lead them?
While the first game had the cool idea with the 8 characters and the art style was really cool, I felt like it was a little vanilla, whereas this one definitely looks like a step forward. Everything seems elevated and more flair and style. Really liking it.
What you just saw was Octopath Traveler 2 from Square Enix. Please look forward to the journeys of 8 new heroes. Let's see some more headlines.
A magical home is where...
Didn't we just see this game? Wasn't this that farming simulator game I was talking about that I wasn't that into? But if you were, good for you. Phoenix Labs, Fae Farm, huh? Okay, another one, not for me.
Simulation RPG. Discover magical spells to grow crops. Face off against mischievous foes. And explore the enchanted realms of Azoria. Along the way, you'll befriend a lively cast of characters who call this island their home. Tend and grow your fairy tale farmstead solo or together with up to 4 players in local or online multiplayer. By gathering resources and
crafting, grinding, resources. That was all really awesome for me back in the day when you were playing the JRPGs on the PlayStation 1, Super Nintendo, even PlayStation 2 era. But man, every game has that kind of stuff now, so games get a little too grindy for me. But I understand that some people are just getting into that kind of stuff, and it's really appealing to them. So no problem if you like it. I'm just kind of over that.
It's a musical blast from the past.
So this is an odd one for me. I love Final Fantasy, I love Guitar Hero, I love Rock Band, I love Final Fantasy's music, so this seems like this should be a match made in heaven for me. But I've never actually played it. Maybe it's really fun, maybe I'm missing out. Can you use your guitar? I love the guitar for Guitar Hero and Rock Band, so if I can use that, that would be awesome. Or maybe on the arcade, with some joystick and buttons, maybe that'd be fun. I don't know, maybe I need to check this game out. I never really thought I'd get into it. Some of the character models and art style just didn't look right for me. But man, the music's so good, and if it's fun to play, I don't know, maybe I should get into it. What do you guys think?
Final Bar Line begins its symphony on the Nintendo Switch system February 16th, 2023. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop. After the game's launch, paid DLC songs from the Saga series.
Speaking of the Saga series,
Nier series.
all the Nier games are good too.
Octopath Traveler. Live Alive.
Oh wow, that's awesome. That's a cool idea with the DLC. Put all the Final Fantasy stuff in the game and then have your other franchises for the DLC. I love it. Wow, that's a lot of songs. Over 500 songs? Nice. Wonder how much that costs though.
A cosmic adventure.
Nice! The sequel to the Mario and Rabbids game. That's a game I was pleasantly surprised by. I love Mario games. Never was a fan of the Rabbids. Shocked that I actually gave it a shot and really enjoyed the gameplay, the colorful graphics, and just love the charm of the game. I'm very much looking forward to the sequel. I think it looks really good. I really hope it delivers.
Find coins.
I hope it's a full-featured game, though, unlike some of these Nintendo sports games like Mario Tennis, Mario Golf, where they kind of put out a shell of a game and then say we'll fill it in later for quote-unquote free. Come on, just give us the full game and then give us some paid DLC down the road that's worthwhile paying for. Let's do this, Nintendo.
Sparks are here.
Well, this is definitely a new feature and probably where they get the title Sparks of Hope from. Hopefully this actually works really well and isn't just some sort of gimmick.
Decisive victory.
I always love these cinematic Mario cutscenes. They should do more of these in the game. They're so awesome.
Mario plus Rabbids Sparks of Hope launches on Nintendo Switch October 20th. Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. A Gold Edition can also be pre-ordered, containing the base game, weapon skins, and a Season Pass. Restore peace between humans and monsters. Rune Factory 3 returns.
Rune Factory is another franchise that I never really got into. It was definitely a charming looking game, but I never got into it because I was drawn more towards the big blockbuster cinematic JRPGs over the charming ones back in the day.
Activities. You can also transform into a monster? Your abilities in battle and conversations with the locals will vary depending on your form. Your choices.
While I don't think I'm going to get this game, I do like the illustration dialogue scenes where they illustrate the characters. I always liked that in JRPGs back in the day. Nice touch.
Rune Factory 3 Special launches on Nintendo Switch next year. Plus, a new Rune Factory series will launch in the future.
Okay, some more Nintendo 64 games for Nintendo Switch Online. I actually don't have the Nintendo 64 online version. I just have the regular online version. Waiting for a reason to actually upgrade to it. Maybe I will down the road. Maybe I'll just stick with the cheaper version. We'll see.
Mario Party 3. Pokemon Stadium. Pokemon Stadium 2. 1080 snowboarding. Excite Bike 64.
That's nice that they're adding more Nintendo 64 games, but they should probably have a lot more than this, and none of those are jumping off the page for me, so I'll stick with my current subscription for now. I don't play Animal Crossing, and I already bought the Splatoon 2 Octo expansion and the Mario Kart 8 expansion booster pass, so really nothing there either for me yet. Oh, what's this? Oh, nice! GoldenEye! That game was amazing back in the day. My first real multiplayer experience. Loved it. How well does this hold up though, modern day? Oh wow, with online play? That is pretty cool.
Why not mix things up with these Nintendo Switch games? Live your best life on the newly discovered continent of Antuisia in this immersive RPG. Perform over 100 types of daily tasks to build character and deepen.
While this definitely looks charming, I'm not a big fan of when they say, do over 100 types of daily tasks. That's not for me. Thanks though.
Into the unknown awaits. Various Daylife launches on Nintendo Switch.
Various Daylight? Where do they come up with these titles?
A malfunction causes you to crash land on a strange planet. Build a new rocket from scratch in this management sim game. Scour the planet for materials. Then build.
Well, I really enjoyed SimCity 2000, the StarCraft games, and those sorts of simulation games back in the day. I don't really play too many of them nowadays. But I mean, this does look pretty cool if you're into that.
Keep them at bay. Factorio launches on Nintendo Switch October 28th.
Okay, this looks like a strange game.
Art museum with her parents in this 2D exploration adventure. She wanders through a busy gallery by the artist SquarePants until one particular piece draws her in. Will she be able to safely return to her own world? Every decision affects her fate in IB. Launching on Nintendo Switch, spring 2023.
Alrighty then, there you go.
Mario Strikers Battle League.
Okay, speaking of games that felt unfinished at launch and needed some more quote-unquote free updates, here we go. Pauline, alright. That's cool, Mario Odyssey. Love the special attacks. Oh, Diddy Kong, nice!
With dazzling techniques and high pass accuracy. Plus,
I don't really care about the more gear, but I do like the new stadium. That's nice. I just don't like the idea that it feels like it's better to just wait on this game for 6 months and then go buy it when it's more complete. I wish it wasn't that way, but that's the case. Oh wow, I thought they hit their quota for cutesy role-playing games. They're just pumping them out in this Nintendo Direct. What's this one called? This is another franchise just never got into back in the day. Other games took priority, and this one fell by the wayside.
From impending danger, sprawling landscapes set the stage for your adventure. freely explore this vast world and forge your own path in this charming RPG. 11 heroes from all walks of life will join your party. During battle, work with your allies to activate various skills.
I do think this one actually looks the best out of all these cutesy RPGs that they've been showing on here. It actually looks like a turn-based, fun, maybe like a Tales of type of game. I do like the Tales of JRPGs. Those are a lot of fun. So this one actually might be alright.
Atelier Ryza 3, Alchemist of the End and the Secret Key.
Well, I'm glad I didn't try to pronounce the title of this game, because I definitely would have butchered it. Awesome! Wave 3 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pack? Nice! Looking forward to it.
Into Wave 3. Merry Mountain from Mario Kart Tour.
I think they've been using too many Mario Kart Tour tracks and not enough GameCube Double Dash tracks. Come on, Nintendo! Let's get some Double Dash on here. Oh, this one's for the DS, I think. Yep, Peach Gardens. It's a pretty good course. If you're a fan of the Mario Kart franchise like I am, I think you'll enjoy Episode 3 of Endgame Arcade. Make sure you check it out and let me know what you think.
Wave 3 of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass DLC for the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game launches this holiday.
This holiday, huh? You can't give us a release date? Come on!
Pack members can enjoy this DLC at no additional cost. The DLC can also be purchased on its own.
How was that? Next, we have some news to share about Nintendo Switch Sports.
I currently don't have Nintendo Switch Sports, but I did like Wii Sports back on the Nintendo Wii, even though it was pretty shallow and had more of a tech demo feel than an actual full-featured game. I'm assuming this is more like that, but I'm willing to give it a shot, for the right price, of course. Did that just say 21 holes from the Wii Sports series? Were any of those holes that memorable? I don't know about that.
We previously announced that the update would release this fall. However, we'd like a bit more time for development, so the update is now planned for this holiday. Please wait just a little longer. Next, we have a special guest. Mr. Miyamoto!
Well, this man needs no introduction. Heck yeah.
Miyamoto. I have a few things I'd like to share with you today, including some news. First, as you may have heard, the Super Mario Bros. Animated movie we're developing with Chris Meledandri from Illumination will release next spring.
Hopefully it's better than the live-action version. That thing sucked.
Which is entering its second year at Universal Studios Japan, will also open in Hollywood, California in the US. Recently, we've been working on the finishing touches for both.
I'd definitely go check that out. Looks like a lot of fun.
To talk a little bit about Pikmin.
Pikmin's another franchise I never really tried before, and really never had a desire to. We'll see what this one's about.
This is Pikmin Bloom. It's a smart device game we started with Niantic late last year, in which players all over the world are planting flowers.
Pikmin on my phone? No, thank you.
Pikmin Bloom is a smart device game that uses your location. By walking outside, you can find Pikmin, raise them, and plant flowers together. All you need to do is take it with you on your daily walks or outings. You can look back at the end of the day and see where you walked. Send out Pikmin and collect the items they found that day.
I'm gonna be honest with you, there's 0% chance I'm gonna ever play this game. 0.
So, how many steps did we take today? While you're out and about, you can also use the AR feature to take photos with Pikmin.
0 chance.
Pikmin are all around you. Let's take a quick look at my screen.
So, I see why they got Miyamoto for this, because this is definitely probably not a game that's going to appeal to most of the Nintendo Direct fans, and probably even a lot of the Pikmin fans will probably be disappointed that they got a mobile version instead of a real sequel. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this is going to be a huge hit. Maybe everybody's going to love it and play it. Maybe I'm going to play it. No, wait. I'm not going to play it.
I normally move around within Kyoto, but I've also been going to Osaka, to Universal Studios Japan. I occasionally go to Tokyo as well. You'll say to yourself, okay, this time I'll try walking.
Okay, if any of you endgamers leave this video, I completely understand. No harm, no foul. But if you would like to leave a comment, thumbs up, or subscribe, hey, I'd still really appreciate it. I understand. We'll see you in the next video, and hopefully whatever is next on this Nintendo Direct is not a mobile game and not Pikmin. And hopefully not a SpongeBob mobile Pikmin game. Hopefully not. Well, I'm assuming all the true Pikmin fans left already, so I guess they missed this announcement. But if you're still here, hey, I guess you got something out of that. That was pretty painful, not gonna lie.
Right. Pikmin 4 will launch in 2023. We won't be showing any gameplay today, however...
No gameplay, just the logo? Man, that's sweet. How's Metroid Prime 4 going? Yeah, doubt we'll see that today.
I also made a new t-shirt. Nintendo Switch has made controlling the game simpler, meaning you can further concentrate on the core essence of Pikmin gameplay. We call it Dandori in Japanese, or strategically planning, deploying, and commanding the Pikmin. I hope you're all looking
That went on way too long. They should have did a special Pikmin Nintendo Direct. That way I could skip it and all the fans could really enjoy it. That was not a good idea to put that long of a thing in here. Definitely not.
Continuously returns.
Is this another farming simulator cutesy role-playing game? What is up with this? Why don't you just put them all in a row if you were going to have this many? Although this looks a little more JRPG-ish, I suppose.
Allies with different motives will join your cause.
Actually, this trailer is growing on me. The boss battles look pretty cool. The scenery looks cool. The special attacks. That guy looks awesome. I don't know. Maybe I can get by the farming aspect of the game, and maybe there is a cool game here. Oh, demo available later today? I'm gonna have to check this out. I like the little overhead map exploration. I don't know, I might be wrong about this. This Harvestella looks kind of cool, actually.
Get ready.
Nice, Bayonetta 3. I love the first one. The second one I never got all the way through on the Wii U, but plan to. And Bayonetta 3, absolutely gonna have to play it.
In the first Bayonetta game, she clashed with angels to recover her lost memories. And in the second, confronted demons to save her best friend. Now, in this third installment, she'll fight to protect the world from the sudden invasion of man-made bioweapons called homunculi.
Don't worry, I know this song by heart.
She's gone from fighting for herself to fighting for others to fighting for the world. Those who have overcome their past histories with Bayonetta to fight alongside her include the journalist Luca and another Umbra witch, Jean. New ally Viola also joins in on the action. A hair-raising, demon summoning, globe-trotting adventure awaits in Bayonetta 3, launching on Nintendo Switch.
Nice, October 28th. Here we go.
Pre-orders are available now on Nintendo eShop. After today's Nintendo Direct, a new trailer delving more into gameplay will launch on our official YouTube channel. A dark fantasy mystery abounds from the creators of Danganronpa.
I do have a Vita and the Danganronpa games, but I never really got into them. I do like a lot of the Zero Escape games, which made me go, hey, maybe I should play those. So we'll see what this game's all about.
Those who investigate are called master detectives, who come from all around the world. Meet Yuma, an amnesiac detective, and Shinigami, the spirit haunting him after their pact.
Shinigami?
Dive into these unsolved cases as a trainee at the detective agency.
Clock tower.
Thoroughly inspect each crime scene to gather clues and evidence. When you're ready, Shinigami will conjure a realm tying the crime scene to the truth. A mystery labyrinth. overcome obstacles and manifestations of mysteries.
I really like the tone of the Zero Escape games, how it was very mysterious and serious, characters could die, there were multiple endings, there was puzzles you had to figure out. I'm not sure if the Danganronpa games are like that, but they have a similar vibe, a little bit more wacky maybe, so we'll see what Raincode's all about.
Raincode, launching first on the Nintendo Switch system spring 2023. Enter the village.
While I love the Resident Evil franchise and I really enjoyed Resident Evil Village, I do not think playing this on the cloud on the Nintendo Switch would be the ideal way to play it. If you absolutely have no other way to play it, I suppose it's cool it's here, but my recommendation would be going out of your way to play it on an Xbox Series X, a PlayStation 5, or on the PC. Definitely worth your while, and you won't be disappointed. You may be disappointed if you play this on the cloud on the Nintendo Switch. But hey, if that's the only way you can have access to it, go for it. You'll still have a good time. As long as your internet connection's alright. I am looking forward to the expansion though, but I'll be playing it on the PlayStation 5 and not on the Nintendo Switch via the cloud.
Additionally, 3 other recent entries in the Resident Evil series.
Again, if you have no other way to play these games, that's awesome. Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2 Remake, Resident Evil 3 Remake are all coming to the Nintendo Switch. Very cool, very happy for those fans that don't have any other way to play it. But if you do, absolutely play it any other way but on the cloud.
Switch games. Vanquish foes to avenge your
Sifu, nice! This game's supposed to be pretty good. I haven't really dabbled into it yet, but it is on my list to eventually get to. Hopefully soon. It's supposed to have a fun, challenging fighting mechanic, but then also, with the more times that you die, you age and get older as it goes on, making it even more challenging. So that's definitely interesting.
Pummels its way onto Nintendo Switch November 8th. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
Oh, here we go, the PSP Crisis Core remake. Looking forward to this. I just played this not too long ago on the PSP, so this will be pretty interesting to see how much better it is.
Aspiring to become a hero.
I'm really digging these upgraded graphics for this version. Looks really nice, and it goes well with the Final Fantasy Remake graphics. Crisis Core had an interesting battle system with the DMW, the digital mind wave mechanic with the rotating slot machine wheels. Very interesting, but it worked really well on the PSP. I wonder how it'll translate on console. Radiant Silvergun. This is a fun arcade shoot 'em up. I think they call those shmups. Really fun, really challenging. Oh, this is a fun game to have coming to the Nintendo Switch. I like it. It's a short game though, so I wonder if there's going to be any extras or bonuses that allow it to give more replay value and give you more bang for your buck. But still, the game's good, the game's fun. We'll see what the price is and what the extras are.
Later today. Recruit a team of shipwrecked
Endless
heroes.
Dungeon doesn't sound like my kind of game. I'm not a big fan of randomly generated levels or dungeons. Now, I did have fun with some roguelites, like Returnal, and I am looking forward to playing Hades. So, some roguelikes can be really fun, but in general, I'm not a fan, even though it is a popular genre that's taken off right now. I like well-crafted levels and story experiences over randomly generated, loot-grindy games. That's just me, though.
What it takes? Endless Dungeon launches on Nintendo Switch next year. The journey of world regeneration begins anew. Remaster of Tales
Nice!
of
A Tales of Symphonia remaster? That's awesome. I like the Tales games, and the remasters are usually pretty good.
Called Defiance. To stop them, a person known as the Chosen One must ascend the Tower of Salvation.
I really hope that's true.
Lloyd soon embarks on a journey with Colette, the current Chosen One, and his childhood friend in this beloved action RPG. They'll meet allies along the way, like the wandering aristocrat Zelos, and a lumberjack who lost her emotions after an experiment, Presea. Other allies will also join the party. The fate of 2 interconnected worlds hangs in the balance. Tales of Symphonia Remastered begins its journey on Nintendo Switch early next year.
Montage of games time. Here we go. I've played most of the Life is Strange games. Overall, they're really good. Nice storytelling in those games. While I have played the Saga Frontier games, I have not played the Romance in Saga games. So maybe put this one on the list too. This kind of looks like a brick version of Captain Toad. Captain Toad was an awesome game. Sleeper game, really. Not many people thought it would be good. I thought it was great. Okay, a little Mario Kart clone here, I think, with Disney characters. Maybe it might be fun to play for a little bit. Might have to get the steering wheel out on the arcade and play it. Oh, Fall Guys Season 2. Okay. I played a little bit of the Fall Guys when they did like a Fortnite crossover. It's fun for what it is, but nothing I'm going to invest any real time or money into. A new Kirby game? This is another franchise I have very little experience with, but I had a blast playing the newest Kirby game, Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. That was really fun to play co-op, so we'll see how this is. Although this looks like maybe it's a remaster or a remake, so maybe it's not a brand new game. I'm not too sure. Kirby games weren't too appealing to me in the past. They just looked too simple, and it looked like you just button mash your way through the game. Whereas the Kirby and the Forgotten Land, that had some neat exploration, some puzzles. Yes, it was on the easy side, but if you were trying to get all of the items and all of the collectibles, it definitely had some challenge to it, so I definitely enjoyed it. So we'll see. Maybe I'll give this game a shot and see what it's all about. It looks like 4-player co-op, so maybe they dumb it down a little bit. But hey, I love a lot of those Mario 4-player games, like Mario 3D World. Awesome game. Let's see how this is.
This includes the new sub-game Magolor's Tome Trackers. And returning ones like Samurai Kirby.
I'm definitely getting some Mario Party vibes here, so if you have 4 people, this could be a lot of fun.
An adventure of deluxe proportions awaits. Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe launches on the Nintendo Switch system February 24th, 2023. Pre-orders begin today on Nintendo eShop.
As part of Kirby's 30th anniversary, a remake of Kirby's Return to Dreamland will be released. We hope you're looking forward to this game. Thank you for watching today's Nintendo Direct.
What? That's it?
This next trailer will be our last announcement. Please take a look.
Okay, one more game. It has to be Metroid Prime 4 or Breath of the Wild 2, right? Awesome, Breath of the Wild 2. Can't wait. I love the first one. Hopefully this one's just as good. This trailer has a similar opening and feel like Fire Emblem Engage had at the beginning of the Nintendo Direct. Huh, wonder what's going on with that. Oh wow, Breath of the Wild meets Skyward Sword here. Falling from the heavens. Interesting. Well, this is definitely a massive world. Getting some Xenoblade Chronicles vibes here too. Okay, so they're going with Tears of the Kingdom instead of just simply calling it Breath of the Wild 2. So maybe it is a little bit different and not a direct sequel. Maybe it goes off a different timeline. Oh, there you go, May 12th of next year. Nice! Now let's see if they can stick to it. That was a short, very short trailer. I mean, that was awesome that they showed the sequel to Breath of the Wild 2, or perhaps the sequel, I suppose, but I mean, kind of lackluster there. I wish they would have given us a little bit more. What's the story about? Is it tied to it? Is there a sequel? Is it a prequel? Is it a different timeline? Give us something. They didn't really give us anything. And especially if that game's launching in May of 2023, that's not that far away. So you would think that we would get a little bit more something. Of course, there's going to be more Nintendo Directs, and they're going to focus on highlight that game, of course. But come on, give us a little bit something more, especially if this is going to be the final thing that everyone sees. We needed more than just what they gave us. Still, overall, I was pretty satisfied with the Nintendo Direct. They had a lot of really good games. It was nice seeing a new Fire Emblem game. The Mario and Rabbids game looked good. I really enjoyed the Octopath Traveler 2. That was a nice surprise. Bayonetta 3 should be solid. There's a lot of remakes and remasters that could be good. The Resident Evil games are coming to Switch, which is cool for those fans. There was a lot of games, though, that I wasn't a big fan of. I'm sure there's great fans out there for all of those franchises, so it's totally fine that they showed them. But for me personally, a lot of riffraff in there as well. The entire Pikmin segment was a big epic fail for me. Definitely didn't hit home. Lackluster. Went on way too long. A waste of Miyamoto in my opinion. But hey, for all you Pikmin fans that stuck it out this long, congratulations. I do appreciate you, and I'm glad it was good for you, because it definitely was a waste of my time, that's for sure. This completes the very first Endgame Arcade reaction video for the Nintendo Direct for September 13th, 2022. What did you think? I hope to do more reaction videos in the future. So please remember to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe, and check out my additional videos, including my unboxing video of the Nintendo Switch OLED Splatoon 3 Special Edition. Thank you for your support. It really helps out the channel. And we're in the endgame now.